Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That's me, the Bible. That's me on this revolutionary ride. Hot mesicles. But I'm here. Shining bright. Now, I apologize for not doing the ESP circle class the evening after class last week. As you can see, I am late today. That's because I don't even know what day of the week it is. That's how time be. And it's just like, whoa, it is Sunday. And I'm over here like, oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm here. Hi guys. And so I even thought about going live after time instead, but because, right, it's not about, whatever, I like it this way, okay, because there's things that need to be delivered, and so I get to deliver, like, and speak, and be, stop it, hold on, stop it, he just ignores me, ignore. So yeah, I want to kind of stay in focus, even though I be all babbly, you know what I mean? But hello, all these messages are timeless always, right? Remember, if you are here and you make it to the live premiere, because I'm still going to live premiere this, even though it's not at the time that I said, it's at a later time, okay, but at least I'm here, better late than never. Do you know what I'm saying? Wait, yeah. This is what you got. Soon as that, I gotta show up, so here I am. Showing up, right? That's what's up. Here you are, showing up. That's what's up. Yay! For there are epiphanies to be received. There are downloads to be retrieved. There are healing energies to be endured, exchanged. We are here for our evolution in every kind of way. Hold up. Okay. Anyways, right? So, although these messages are timeless, so even if you don't make the live premiere and you watch it at a later time, another year, another dimension, another space, it does not matter. Whenever you find yourself here, this is when it's for you, whatever it is that is going to be extracted, you see, for you to receive. You know what I mean? This interchanging kind of thing. So I might be a little bit silly because I got some coffee in me. Bueno, so strange. If there's one thing about the sign of Scorpio, it is that stranger than fiction is the sign. And so we are on this evolutionary super full moon energies. Although, like I said, these messages are timeless. Okay? Take with it as it resonates. That might be what's happening in the now time for me as I convey these messages you see. But the energy might be exactly what you need to just receive. You know what I mean? Okay. Secrets come out. Things are coming out. Right? Because that is what Scorpio is all about. And it's a super full moon. Super. In Vedic astrology, I am considered a Scorpio sun. Okay, so fun, right? I remember Life on the Run when I was a little girl, and astrology was my thing. And I was doing my birth chart because I computed a lot of things, and I didn't realize that I was looking at two variations of astrology. I didn't realize I was looking at Vedic and I was looking at Western. And I remember this moment in my life where I chose which sun sign I was going to resonate with. I remember this whole thing. I was in my room and I was reading all of, because, you know, I was doing one calculation here and another calculation here, and one says I'm Sagittarius and one says I'm Scorpio, and I'm just like reading both traits. And I didn't like what Scorpio had to say, and I was just like, that's not me, that's not me, and that's not me. I'm gonna go with Sagittarius. And that, my folks, is how I chose to resonate at the time. But guess what? Sagittarius met with her entire life people calling her the Scorpio tendencies, right? So it's just like, no, and no. And guess who, like, multi-dimensional layers later, right? Guess who meets her shadow? Right. So do you see why I infuse all that we infuse? We might take what resonates for us in every kind of way, whichever way we need it to be for ourselves, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's going to be all of us whole. What do you choose to do or see or refuse? You know what I mean? You can swim in the sea of denial, but we are on an evolution, right? And if there's one thing I know about Scorpio, is we like to get to the root. The roots is on fire. The root is on fire, right? The root is on fire. I'm taking coffee. I'm a tea. I make a lot of tea. Oh, wonderful gratitude. I'm not gonna cry. I'm expressing for my mystical elixirs, divine tea alchemy, quantum infusions, and herbal blends, right? And cheers to that. Cheers. I cheers so you can see what I do. When I do whatever it is I do, right? The coffee, it'll have me extra. It's just coffee. It's caffeine. And I zapped myself in the butt today because I was like, oh shit, I forgot. Like, so, not that I forget because I don't love yous and love me's and all the things that I do, because I do what I love and I love what I do, right? But I'm here. A mess. But hey, it's what's here. Do you know what I'm saying here? Things not previously realized become realized. And here we are on these super full moon energies amplified. Say, the roots are on fire. Because we're living to inspire. I'm not gonna get emotional. Fuck. You go back to sleep. This is a live premiere thing too, so whether anybody shows up or not, I'm gonna be in the audience. Watching myself back. Feels like a ton of pressure, but it don't anymore. That's part of it too. This evolution of you, as you go through and do the things that you need to do, as you continue to align and do what it is that you need to do at this time, right? In your own life, right? Because you're bringing into, which that brings me back to, right? Welcome, right? I know I go, but it brings me into the opportunities that are here for you, for me, for you, for me, for you, for me, for you, for me, right? But we gotta get into this alignment, you see, right? I'm not gonna get emotional. It's just, I have a lot of water in my chart too, a lot of fire, so lava. I am the emotion. It's my forte. It's my expertise. My emotional resilience. Right? Right. Right. Ooh! Give me a second. So, yeah. You that is here, that is watching. Maybe it's just gonna be me in the audience for the first time around, right? We never know what's going to go down, right? But we never know. But I know that those that will find this message when it's for them, right? So it might as well be an evolution, right? Because it always starts with me, you, right? Ooh, yeah, do you see what I mean? I always say, if mama ain't right, nothing's right, right? So if I ain't good, nothing in my establishment is good, right? The queen must be happy, right? Divine feminine energy within you. This applies to a male too. This has nothing to do with gender specifics. We each have divine masculine and divine feminine energies existing inside of each and every one of us. And it's that balance, that mofo, that holy trinity in you. Because as within exudes on out, right? So if you're within and you're without, what do you think that war is going to be about? And what kind of relationships and what kind of intimacies you think you're going to establish with your supreme being, right? If you don't got no harmony within your infrastructure. Hello? Right? So, this supermoon, right? And being a Scorpio sun, Scorpio super moon, external me, right? Going into the deep, right? The tips of energy that you have in the grasp of your hands. See, this is what the ESP circle class is all about. It's just evolving our spiritual practices, and that comes with mind, body, heart, and soul experience. That means understanding your understanding for your overstanding, right? So to get what is around you, to understand that for your mother fudging self, where you are at this moment in time, that's where we're going to take this little dive, right? Because Scorpio is a fixed water sign. So that means when they make up their mind to do what they're going to do, guess what they're going to be in? A long haul mofo situation, doing what they need to do in each step of that long haul of a choice that they made, because they're that water fixed sign to get to the root, right? To bring up, right? Because Scorpio makes you face what is uncomfortable. That is their homeland. Discomfort. That's why it stings. But you'll blame the scorpion for the sting, but the sting is really you. You need to feel through. And Scorpio just makes you address it too. Scorpio swims in this discomfort. Understands that it's uncomfortable, man. That's why they're here, to be your friend. To help you get through. Right? Because they swim through it always. Right? To this super full moon. Welcome. Oh, and then right? We got Saturn up in here and the influencing energies too, my dear, because Saturn rectifies, it causes the resurrection. And the resurrection only occurs when you go through the death cycle. And to go through the death cycle, you gotta go through the death cycle. That means to completion. That means to start to finish. Completion. It sure is intense, right? But it's coming from a wholeness perspective. Yeah. So the secret is out. Wherever you are, truth within you is motherfudging coming up. And here you are in this precipice of space, of this opportunity to take what you know and apply it, amplify this growth, right? Because you're the vehicle for change in your motherfucking life and in everybody's life all around you. If you're here, you are the vehicle for change. And if you're expecting any motherfucking body to hop on a board next to you that's gonna do this kind of do that you do, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Right? It's you. Right? Scorpio's like psychic ability to dig up in this bitch. Don't run. No. Right? This is intense. Intense. I push it to the limit. Yeah, push it to the limit. Yeah, what song is that? I don't know, but I just hear it. Push it to the. I hear the rap version, but there's an old school song. Push it to the limit. I don't know, but right, and it's good. It's strange. This place. It's strange. It's intense. Right? But love. I got here Rihanna. Right? The love of mine. Right? So the self-sabotage, right? Because Saturn squares Scorpio. Scorpio squares Saturn. So they're in a square. It's a challenge. It's a dual energy happening, influencing too. So inner dynamics, outer dynamics. So this is like the divine feminine energy within you, right? Your feelings are coming to the fudging surface that are not comfortable, that are needing to be faced in whatever fucking department it's in for you. Chances are it's love. Even if you're, whether you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship or you're coming out of a relationship, you're like, yeah, I want nothing to do with it, whatever the fuck stance you are on in love. And it's gonna start with the self-love too, because this too is something emotional resilience, right? To not succumb, but also not to get numb because you think out there was not fun. Right? Nah, that shit is done. To still be open for the experience, the love, to be vulnerable to your own fucking emotions about, hey, I still want this shit. Right? Not that tough, rough, masculine energy front. Right? Like, nah, like I want that too. And this is coming, even just like, even when I think about it, even for me, right? I be in my masculine energy, right? Single forever if I need to be. Like, what? Hold that ground right now. Like, you don't need a relationship to be happy in this motherfucking world. Who told you that lie? I defy the standardized vision you think you have of that condition bullshit of self-sabotage to think that some other motherfucker is going to complete you. This won't ever be true. So I'm here my pride stickle. I've been licking that popsicle. Like, happy and content mío. Happy and content mío. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. I don't play in that department. Lonely? No motherfucking way. I'm never alone. Said the horse. Woo! That's the Sagittarius in me. Going full throttle. Run! Runaway bride for real. You know what I mean? So, okay, that comes with some understanding of just like, you know, let's be real. Our hearts need to really know how we feel. And our behaviors need to match that for real. And our conditioning will fuck us up for real. Because that is self-sabotage in so many kind of ways that are revealing itself to you in some kind of way today. But that takes center stage. And Saturn is up in here saying, we're going to show you where you need to soften. Soften. Right? Your position. With being vulnerable. Say what, sir? It's a fresh start to launch some new cycle of self-loving energies so that you can be able to accept them and receive them in truth without not believing that you can receive any kind of like happily ever after or just non-dramatic traumatic kind of experience because of what has already happened once upon a time ago before, right? Not allowing what has previously been your experience to influence your now behavior. Right. It's like never having been damaged or having to experience any of the damage to make your defenses go up to begin with. You get what I mean? It's like the stripping down layers of that too, because that's part of your conditioning view that'll taint a freaking energy within you that needs to be exuded to come on out, right? So it's like if you're discerning your now based off of your before, then you're part of the conditioning folklore. But if you see through the vision that is you from what has been already cultivated within you without the influence from before, but because you understand yourself some more and you still allow yourself to be in that kind of level of vulnerability, that is the kind of stuff Spirit speaks. Not to run from yourself at this time, even though it's intense. So it's like the acts that you do, the behaviors that you're doing, are you really feeling the beat? So that even applies, like, if you're trying to, like, monopolize, to magnetize, to be positive, right? To be righteous in that kind of way, to be on that kind of evolution. But, like, is your insights, because of your conditioning, just understand it's because of conditioning. It's certain kind of behaviorisms that you're trying to learn to identify. So you're identifying things a little bit more, right? You're opening that door, right? Because the moon illuminates things previously hidden, not seen, right? In some kind of way, right? So this inner sight of something that's coming your way, right? To help illuminate for you, so that when you know better, you do better, and you act better, and you act in accordance to your truth, right? But sometimes the truth needs to be revealed unto you, right? That's revelation, right? That's revelation. And then that contributes to your evolution, and that contributes to your revolution. You know what I'm saying? Truth shall set you free. When I piss you off, fine. But then you gotta deal with it. You gotta get into that kind of a line. What's my truth at this time? Knowing the motherfucking truth. Okay, let me see what I need to do. Right? You get into that kind of like spokesperson. Like, I represent my motherfucking self up in here. Okay, thank you. Let's see how we're gonna go. Right? So this deservingness route too. So that's the truth that too Scorpio's gonna get through, right? For you, it's intense, it's uncomfortable, it's strange, right? So you could be living positively, but internally, the sea that you don't swim in is the one that you don't go and stub your fucking toe in about how you truly feel or think you feel about your real deal. So it's like saying, I want to be wealthy, I'm working to be wealthy, but deep down the root of all of that, you don't feel like you could ever achieve that. Conditioning that will self-sabotage you. Or that's like thinking, oh, I believe, fine, I know that you're saying this out loud, right? You're saying this, I know that I deserve love, right? Because you're waking up to that, right? And you're like, I know I deserve love. I believe in it, even though my experience has been harsh or cruel or whatever, and I've had bad experiences that, but I still believe in love. But then deep down, you're saying that, but then deep down, still in the root of it, you don't ever see yourself receiving that visual. You don't even know what that fucking visual looks like. So what are you visualizing? You're going off an experience. That's repetition. That's cycling. Right? So there's a lot of intense waters we're in, and this is going to come up in any development. This might even be in career focus. This could be like, oh, right? You have all this skill, you have all this talent, you have all this creativity, you have all this vision, you have all this thing, right? And you're saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna get all these things, and you even do a lot of things, but in the deep of it, you still don't fucking believe in yourself. Something says that you don't still see the mansion or the castle or the fucking, like, whatever it is. I don't know names of things, so forgive me, guys. That's the human in me, because I disassociate from those kind of things, because even though I like a lot of things, I've released a lot of things. Those things no importa to me. What matters to me is my peace. But I'm just saying, because of that self-worth, right? And that self-denial and that self-sabotage conditioned behavior in us, to not even fucking see how we self-sabotage through our conditioning. That's the awakening process that's happening too, to help you to identify, to release that shit too, so you don't need to keep on repeating the fucking nonsense that was never yours to begin with. So if you could just see it, you can shift it, you can change it, right? You can change the reality of something, but you can shift your consciousness of thought of how the fuck you look at something, okay? And that comes when you come into full perspective, light spectrum, about how it is that you're going to perceive something. And that means you got to go in that something. You got to go in that water that's uncomfortable, that's strange, that just doesn't feel so good at first, because you don't fucking know, because that's part of your conditioning too. Things that you don't know make you feel uncomfortable, because in your conditioning, you got TV, you got all this other kind of shit telling you the dark is Google, there's the scary. That's your conditioning, telling you things that you don't know are scary. Fuck out of here. Walk in the dark. Nothing scary up in here. If you was in danger, you would have been in danger a long time ago. Whether you see in the dark or not, it's always there. So if you see it, it was always there. So were you ever in danger? See things for yourself. Okay, don't be so afraid, right, of what goes on unseen, right? But anyways, hold on 1 second. Hello. Right, so things might be strange and intense, right? But it's time to embrace the unknown factors, right? That are part of your conditioning. They're not even you. It's just something that was taught upon to you, and you have just taken on the weight unnecessarily, right? So it's bringing up a lot of stuff, right, for your vehicle of change to happen now. So the self-saboteur doesn't exist. Mentally embedded in your system, you can extract the implant that has been placed into you and pull that sucker out, because we need visuals, right? You pull it out, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. No longer does it exist in me. I crush that shit, you see, right? And now you become the vehicle of change. This is your opportunity to now do for yourself what you want to do. So it's like being closed off in love, but you want love. And so you like someone and you act like you don't like them, right? Or it's you have a business that you believe in, but deep down you feel like you're not good enough, and you compare and you contrast, and behind the scenes you're fueling and thinking something completely different because you're looking at everybody else like competition, or some kind of like you have this image to uphold and all this kind of stuff, and you do a lot of things but you don't see your success. So because you don't see your success, even though you're chasing success, you don't see your success. So start seeing your fucking success, and it's gonna come with you seeing and feeling that now, right? Really feeling that now. So it's like saying, "Oh, I believe in love," but you don't feel like you don't see that divine lover for you because you don't believe that person exists, right? Like because you're putting a face on something, or you're putting a image on something that is not even true. Allow yourself to flow into this kind of glow of a grow that is for you. You know what I'm saying? So the Scorpio full moon is motherfucking deep. Strange and intense indeed, right? Right? April's all about fresh starts too, right? So like, the secret is out. The secret is out. The secret is coming out from within you, inner dynamics, right? For your outer dynamics, right? Your inner wants your outer to behave in the way that the inner feels, so that it's in alignment and in accordance to you, right? So it's like flirting. It's like flirting. I want to flirt with you, but because you're so shy, you don't fucking flirt, right? So flirt, right? I made this flirty tea. That was part of the inspiration of the creation of this tea that some of you have received too, right? So right, the flirty, that confidence, that boldness to really exude from within you because you're in alignment with your truth. That is courageous, because when you get into your authentic truth and you allow yourself to express that too, there is nothing but bold energies that will continue to radiate from you, right? Creating wellness, right? Balance is the key to life of infinite miracles, right? It's welcoming surrender, right? There is no problem, only destiny being revealed, right? Celebrating simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. Embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. I love this, right? Because we are evolving. We are evolving. We are evolving. We are resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself to understand myself, to understand, so that I can overstand, right? Because there are things that we are under a spell. Okay, so now we're coming out of it. So it's now seeing the spell for what it is, what you're under, and now how do I feel about this? That's your inner stand of your understand. Okay, and now that I've reflected, I've introspected, and I see, right? Now how do I overstand this scenario? That's where you master alchemy, right? I am the missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. Uncovering confidence. Come on, sis. Right? So it's just like, yeah. Right? So we're rising. Rise, my dear. Strange is intense, but embrace, right? Right? Scorpio is all about the sign of creation. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Illuminating the truth that is within you, right? Scorpio is a sign of creation. It's the sign of destruction. It's the sign of transformation, right? It's bringing this to a completion so that you can resurrect, so you can transform, so you can create, right? Fighting through the difficulties, right? Through the challenges, right? Helping you to overcome, right? And it's also highly romantic. And Scorpio tends to hide that side of them because that intensity is so motherfucking intense. It's engulfing, right? It's like, I'll swallow your heart because, right? Like, that venom, right? It's just it's so intense. It's so sexual too, right? It's like it's just it's a lot, right? It's a lot. Oh, right? So I am worthy of all the pleasure my heart desires, right? Inviting ecstasy, right? And not self-sabotaging it either, right? Because the secret is out. You're understanding yourself better. So now that I understand myself better, why would I self-sabotage? No. So if you're accustomed to being standoffish and you just understood, you just learned yourself that, hey, I'm not really standoffish. I'm only standoffish because of my experience. And so that has caused me to become standoffish. But hey, I'm understanding myself right now. And hey, I'm a loving being. And I have love around me. And so now the love around me, I'm going to open up to it a little bit more. Because that is my truth. My truth is that I am a loving being. And so, despite my experience, that is who I am, and so I am free to be this loving being. And the more that I am, the more that I receive this. And it should be changing, right? Because, right, diamonds too, right? They're formed through unbearable heat and pressure, right? They're scrutinized, they're criticized. Think of that heat and pressure like scrutiny, like criticism, right? Or that trauma or that drama, right? That's the pressure. That's the unbearable heat. The diamond goes through in order to come into its fine diamond filth, right? So, right, Scorpio squaring Saturn at this time, creating the obstacles, right? Not creating the obstacles, but like grounding. It's helping you to ground your energy. It's safe to be in your own body, right? It's grounding the energy all around you, right? Dissolving judgments, right? I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. What? Wow. Okay, beautiful. Right, so bringing things up previously not realized, epiphanies, right, downloads, opening these up, right, it's intense and it's impulsive, right, but the Scorpio full moon supermoon energy is revealing to you your true inner desires and allowing you to get into that truth so that you can inspire that truth, you can inspire that truth, you can motivate that truth, you can be that truth, right, you can face that truth. It feels like pressure, but hey, you are deserving, right, you're gonna knock out, and that's the beautiful thing too, right, because Scorpio is that energy, right? The like getting into that groundingness, right? To knock out every obstacle, right? So in your path, right? So what does it say? I don't choose sides. I take a stand. Encountering conflict, right? How are you encountering conflict, right? And what is it bringing about for you that's gonna trine you, right trines, right? So also I think Scorpio trines with Mars, right? So that's giving a boldness, courageousness, a determination to knock out every obstacle in your path. So these are the influencing energies all around you, right? So you have things that are working in your favor, and then I think Jupiter and Aquarian, this opportunity that leads to this expansion of this vehicle for change that you are, right? That you're bringing. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. No shit. Rewriting the subconscious, right? You're rewriting the subconscious right now. That's what's happening, right? Right. Untangling neglect. I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire, right? Feeling is a power that helps me to heal, right? Polishing my heart. I'm polishing my heart, right? The diamond, right? When discomfort becomes a friend, my most limiting beliefs are healed, right? Befriending pain, right? My choices determine how I brightly shine. Damn motherfucking straight, right? Can't grab this. Right? Expressing free will, right? My choices determine how brightly I shine. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Damn straight. Unraveling codependency, right? Dissolving judgments. Here we go again, right? I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. I have a right to be excited. Embodying my soul, right? And truly feeling that. Not just saying that, but truly feeling that. And allowing the experience to come out for you because you are the vehicle of change. So it's getting into the subconscious part of ourselves, right? The secret is out. Your subconscious is out. Talk to that mofo. Hey, let me see what's going on here. So I want love? Oh, that's strange. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yo quiero amor? Holy shit. Brace yourself. I'm on a new path. I'm a romantic. There it is. Oh my. Oh, wait a minute. I want to be a singer? Just saying. You get what I'm saying? Right? So all these revelations are your revolutions of your evolutions. Now do you step up to this supermoon plate, because it's the first supermoon of 2021. Lots of fun. We're diamonds in the rough, right? And so there's a lot of opportunity for change happening here for everyone, right? Things previously not realized being realized and now must be applied, right? Because when you know better, you do better. Unhooking the past. There is nothing to regret when I learn from my past. What? Right? Opening my mind. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas, my conditioning at this time, right? There's only what life is asking of me. Awakening the inspired action, inviting ecstasy. Here we go. I am worthy of all the pleasures of my heart, right? My heart's desires. There's only what life is asking of me. Awakening inspired action, dissolving judgments, right? I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey, right? Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed, right? Encountering conflict. I don't choose sides. I take a motherfucking stand because I understand. So because I understand, I overstand. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and my ideas, opening my mind. I'm opening my mind at this time, transforming tragedy, right? A lot of tragedy. I know you know a lot of tragedy. We know a lot of tragedy. We know a lot of trauma too. A lot of drama too. Loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. Okay, you know what I mean? Deconstructing doubt. Only my beliefs are in my way. Conditioning. My conditionings. They're no longer self-sabotaging. Honoring adversity. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. Right? Balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. Right? Damn straight. So, yes. Alright, so that is pretty much here. what I have to say. I invite you all to tonight. I don't know what time. Because I'm a little bit behind and there's something else that I have to do, because we're in the super full moon energy and we're honoring ourselves, and I am here because I said I'm going to be here, and I'm being consistent, my dear, right? I'm evolving my spiritual practices to here with you by being consistent week to week, by showing up, you know what I mean? And so that makes me feel good, because even though I'm late, I'm showing up, and yay! And so yay, right? So embrace these energies at this time. Your subconscious is coming up in full bloom, because lotus flower is you, okay? And you are the vehicle for change in every kind of way. And I'm excited to be here to honor you in every kind of way, because you should be on display. Also, I want to say happy birthday to Mimi, because that's a wonderful goddess here that, I don't know, you're going to be tuning into the live premiere. It is your birthday, my dear. I don't expect you to be here, but either way, whenever you do tune in, happy birthday, my dear friend. May you continue to bloom in all that you do and rise to full align and alchemize. And thank you for your kindness, love, and support. And congratulations for winning the latest 2021 Enchanting Love giveaways on Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. For those that might want to participate in a giveaway, we have a latest giveaway now that I have going on with Spiritualista Tarot from Instagram land too. She is a beautiful soul that has a zodiac candle that is up for grabs. So if you want to participate in that, you can come to Instagram land and figure out and read too, to see how you can participate in that as well. But Mimi, I absolutely love and adore you. You have been nothing but kind and sweet and more inspiring to me, for we are one another's muse in this kind of life. And so happy solar return to you, beautiful goddess. Okay, and you know, excuse my curly swirly mess, but I'm a little bit late today. It's been quite intense, okay? There's a lot of things going on that are intense in our lives, right? And it can feel a lot like pressure. So, you know, I will transcend every loss. Here we go. Overcoming fear, okay? Overcoming fear, amplifying abundance, okay? Abundance is my birthright, and I receive it now. Abundance is my birthright, and I receive it now. Abundance is my birthright, and I receive it now. Abundance is my birthright, and I receive it now. Abundance is my birthright, and I receive it now. Feel it. Breathe it. Exhale. Breathe. I am the vehicle of change for change. I know my truth, I breathe my truth, I live my truth. The secret is out, my subconscious is here, revealing to me all that is whole in me in every kind of way. I do not run, I embrace. Do not run, do not run, do not run, do not run, do not run. Only the highest possibilities come to be when, whether I envision them or not, releasing expectations, okay? Alright, those false expectations from you come from conditioned beliefs. So let's restart those engines and not no longer apply from the past. Leave that behind. Go to your natural birthright, your state of space, to know that that is where you should always have been activating from. Alright? So bringing awareness that you got what it takes to knock every motherfucking obstacle out the way. And if you think that any motherfucker from the outside can come into effect, you are divinely led, guided, and protected. Okay, let's get into that retrospective, introspective respect for our motherfucking selves. And I said no motherfucker can come in and burn this motherfucking house down. Right? We locking that out, cutting that out, stab, like kick ass. Like, we are emotionally resilient and we know our space of our place. And here we are, no self-saboteur can come in, right? We sealing up those cracks, motherfucking for real, right? Because we get to every obstacle, this is the reveal, right? Because we are here, right? From a wholeness perspective. I'm broken. Fuck that experience from before. coming from you from this newfound path of a door. I don't feel that pressure no more. I operate from this root of truth, right? And I'm not running this time. So what you want? There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. There is no problem, only destiny being real. Welcoming surrender. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna write this down. Welcoming surrender. Welcoming surrender. ESP circle funds. That's gonna be the titles, alright? Because we're balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. Right? We are rewriting the subconscious. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad, right? The light always within me, anchoring the light, you know what I mean, jelly beans? So, yeah, I hope this is helpful to you. Everything is for me, not against me. Integrating the ego, okay? Unraveling codependency. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Honoring adversity. Fire reveals the path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. And you know what I mean? Discovering happiness. Yes, I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. I have a right to be excited, empowering, embodying my soul, awakening inspired action. There is only what life is asking of me. I thank each and every one of you for tuning in whenever it is that you tune in, whether you tune into the live premiere or not. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I showed up. I got what's up, but I didn't run. I just came. Hot mess and everything, and I gotta go anyway. So amplifying abundance. We are amplifying abundance here. Abundance is my birthright, and I receive it now. I invite you to come to the PM. Just to make up for last week's PM because it didn't show up. I'm gonna make this PM public too. So whenever time I show up for the PM, that's what I guess I feel I'm inspired to do. So whatever time I show up for the PM, it'll be public. And I'll be live on that, so make sure to hit that notification bell and stuff like that. I love random page turners to things, right? And so this has nothing to do with religious beliefs or backgrounds or whatever, but I just find how it resonates, and I just love how it resonates. And so I did a random page turner to something, and it applied, right? So I'm going to read what I turn to. Take with it as it resonates for you, okay? Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely. For my sake, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Matthew 5, 5, and 10, 12. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Matthew 10, 28. Of all the liberties, the most inviolable is that of thought, which includes the liberty of consciousness. To cast a curse against those who do not think as we do is to demand that liberty for ourselves, but refuse it to others, which is a violation of the first commandment of Jesus, which is that of charity and love towards one's neighbor. To persecute others for the beliefs they profess is to attack the most sacred right of man, woman, child, which is to believe whatever he wishes and to worship God as he sees fit. To compel him to practice exterior acts similar to those we ourselves practice, to show that we are more attached to the form than the essence, and to appearances rather than conviction. Forced renouncement will never produce faith. It can only make hypocrites. It is an abuse of material power, which does not prove the truth. Truth is sure of itself. It convinces and does not pursue because there is no need. Spiritism is an opinion, a belief, even if it were a religion. Why should adepts not have the liberty to call themselves spiritists as do the Catholics? Either way, that's where I'm at. Have a wonderful, glorious, mother-fudging, airy, mother-fudging now moment. Till we meet again next ESP Circle Class. Thank you, my guys. Gods and goddesses. I love each and every one of you. Sure. And